Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kamal Nath, my first guest today. Mr. Kamal Nath, good evening. You've had a busy day, haven't you, handling the Armsgate debate? How difficult was it for you to manage it?
Well, it was a debate, I think, which was very fruitful. Everybody gave their points of view, and the Defence Minister gave a very good reply and clarified all issues which were raised.
Mr. Kamal Nath, there is a general view that what you have done today is simply political management. By asking for a JPC, making the issue about whether there should be a JPC into Armsgate, you have deflected the real question about the money trail.
Absolutely.
A JPC is no answer to a serious criminal investigation, Mr. Kamal Nath. Even you'll agree with me on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. When the first time this came to light, I said we are willing for any inquiry, for any debate. We want any inquiry covering any subject. And you will remember, and please do not forget this, that Parliament was disrupted for a whole session because the same BJP wanted a JPC when there was a CBI investigation going on, when the Supreme Court was monitoring it, and they did not let Parliament run. This time, just because we moved it, they did not demand it, I came out and I said, I'm willing to have an inquiry. So we said, let's have the JPC. And I do not know why the BJP ran away. When they were so desperate, every time they make a very clear charge, we do not trust the CBI. I said, okay, so let's have a JPC. The first day they made this charge, when this came to light, that we do not trust the CBI, CBI will not come to the truth, they will take a lot of time. Okay, let it be overseen and be monitored by a JPC, so that on the floor of the House, the members of the JPC can assure everybody that CBI is carrying out the investigation the way it should be carried out.
Why are you so keen on a JPC?
Because...
Why are you so keen on a JPC?
Because
and why are you so against a court-monitored investigation?
I am not against the court-monitored. I cannot appoint the court. I can, in Parliament, only have a JPC. I cannot ask
dominated by UPA members.
Pardon me?
A JPC dominated by UPA members.
It is. What is the 2G JPC? When they demanded it, they disrupted it. What was that? It's based, the JPC is based on the numbers in your house. Every time, whenever there is anything which happens, when any scandal erupts, the entire opposition, and I'm saying the entire opposition, the BJP included, say they want a JPC. And this time, I didn't give them a chance to say it. I said, please have it. And I moved a motion. And they ran.
Mr. Kamal Nath, you have made some, if I may say so, deft political moves.
What is political? Appointing anything appointed by Parliament is a political move. The 2G JPC was also a political move because it's appointed by Parliament. So it has to be a political move. It is being discussed political, and there is politics.
No, but your comparison with the 2G JPC, isn't it completely, Mr. Kamal Nath, with respect, inappropriate? Because, and allow me to complete, because when the 2G JPC was set up, there were two fundamental differences. First, there was a Supreme Court monitored inquiry which was in process. Secondly, an FIR had been filed. In this case, tell me, Mr. Minister, even an FIR has not been filed.
Fine, it's not been filed.
This is now. The 2G JPC with the Armsgate JPC is inappropriate.
Absolutely not. I think the JPC should ask the CBI why it has not been filed. The CBI must satisfy the JPC that they are doing a proper job. Otherwise, every day on the floor of the House, on every debate, they'll say CBI is doing nothing. Here we have a JPC, which is represented by all parties, and every member there has an equal right to say what he wants. He can summon who he wants, and he can ask the CBI what is the pace of the inquiry, what is the progress. The questions which you are asking is now the questions which will be asked by the JPC, that why isn't an FIR filed? So at least every time this charge that CBI is not doing this, CBI is not doing that, will now be handled by the JPC. So what more could I have done?
Mr. Kamal Nath, that amounts to buying time.
No, buying time for what?
Buying time.
Buying time. It is
buying time for the entire process.
Absolutely
and
not.
That this issue will move away from public and political memory.
Absolutely not. The JPC has been constituted. They have to submit their report in 3 months' time. Now, in these 3 months, they will ensure that the CBI and the other concerns of political parties, all the political parties which are represented there, their concerns are being met. Otherwise, every day there will be a charge. This is not happening. Why have you not done this? And every time, I do not want you to forget this, and I want you to remember this. What happened at the time of the 2G JPC? CBI is doing nothing. Nobody is doing anything. That's why we want a JPC. And for one whole session, more than a month, Parliament was disrupted. Because this time, we agreed to it. They said we don't want it.
So that is exactly why, Mr. Kamal Nath, your eagerness, your enthusiasm, your interest in having a JPC this time seems to be a little suspicious because earlier...
It is not enthusiasm. It is not enthusiasm. Let me be very clear. I know what they would want. Political parties from day one when this erupted said that the CBI is not enough. Did they not say it? They said it on your channel that CBI is not enough. Okay, what can Parliament do? Parliament can only appoint a JPC. I can't appoint the Supreme Court. Now it is for the Supreme Court suo motu to take it up. Nobody stops the Supreme Court from taking it up. And if they wish to, certainly they can. But Parliament cannot direct the Supreme Court to take up this investigation.
Mr. Kamal Nath, I am glad that you are watching our channel, but you are not answered my question as to why, when you were so rigid on not having a JPC on 2G initially that you almost stalled an entire session of Parliament and you allowed the opposition to stall an entire session of Parliament because of your position on not having a JPC on 2G, why you are completely taking a different position on this now? There must be something more than meets the eye.
You are answering my question.
The fact that you
are answering my question. You are answering my question that they disrupted a session. Now, I didn't want the session to be disrupted. So, I said, let's have a JPC.
You stalled.
If I don't have a JPC,
you stalled.
If I don't have a JPC, political parties will say a JPC has not been appointed. 1 month later, they would have said, let's have a JPC. Why didn't you appoint a JPC? Why didn't you move a motion? So if I have a JPC, they don't like it. If I don't have it, they don't like it. Who's playing this politics? Why is anyone running away? Why is the BJP running away from a JPC when they struggled? Of course, they ran away, they walked out. They said, we don't want it. Why? When in the case of 2G, they said, we will not let this house run without a JPC. Before they could say it this time, immediately, even before Parliament started, I said, I am open to a JPC. Now, that's the end of the matter. So I said, let's have a JPC. Why should you run away unless you got something to hide?
Mr. Kamal Nath, you say they ran away, and this question was put by Times Now to a BJP leader, that you have the numbers in the House, in the Rajya Sabha. Why did you walk out? Why didn't you stay there for the vote? And let me tell you, Mr. Minister, this is what they said. They say we were not consulted and the motion was sprung on us late in the afternoon. There was no whip and most of the present members were absent. In other words, they are accusing you, Mr. Parliamentary Affairs Minister, of trying to spring an unfair surprise on them on the floor of the House to avoid a serious discussion on arms case.
It is absolutely incorrect. About 5 days ago or 6 days ago, I had a meeting with the major political parties, which was attended by the leaders of the opposition in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And I raised this issue there, that we should have a JPC. Government is agreeing to a JPC. I talked to the BSP. I talked to the SP, to the Samajwadi Party. They said we want a JPC. In fact, one of the political parties said that how can we appoint anybody from the court? Let us have a JPC, because our concerns must be addressed through the JPC. And the same BJP, just today, they knew a JPC was there. It's all over. It was in your channels that we were going to have a JPC. There was no surprise.
You didn't tell them there'd be a vote today.
I didn't tell them there'd be a vote.
Did you tell them to prepare?
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me that they'll run away. They are the ones who always demanded a JPC. Now they're the ones who are demanding don't have a JPC. What is this?
Mr. Kamal Nath, I have now a few questions on the way your government has been handling this. A.K. Antony says that it is being alleged that the Italian court is acting and the government of India is not doing anything. He goes on to say today, inquiry is going on as per the Italian prosecutor and the judge. My question to you, Mr. Kamal Nath, is are we then expected to sit back and wait till the Italian prosecutors finish their case? Until then, is the government of India going to play spectator to the judicial proceedings in Italy on arms case?
Well, I don't think you have followed what happened in Parliament today. You have not followed it at all, because the defense minister said categorically that Italian law does not allow allow them to disclose any evidence until the inquiry is complete. The defense minister also said that they have the prosecutor there and the Italian government has said that our inquiry is going to finish very soon and we will share all the details with you. Now, if they are not sharing details, not sharing the evidence at this point of time, what should we do? Send our Air Force there?
But that's not what we the inquiry, no, certainly not. But the inquiry in Italy is not going to establish, Mr. Kamal Nath, who the bribe taker was.
It will establish the trail.
It's only going to establish the bribe giver. Are you not interested in finding out who the bribe taker was?
It will establish the trail. The entire inquiry is that there is a bribe. Because if a bribe has been given, there is a taker. So that is going to establish the money trail, which the CBI is going to get as soon as the inquiry is complete. And the defense minister assured the House that the Italian government has said the inquiry is finishing very fast. In the meantime, the CBI will conduct their own investigation. And as soon as this is completed, that is the Italian law. And once that happens, they will have details of the money trail to the bribe taker.
What are you doing? Why are you waiting for them to find the money trail to the bribe taker?
In the CBI is investigating them. That is precisely.
The only action that you are taking is a series of diplomatic interactions. In the absence of a case registered in India, Mr. Kamal Nath, again I come to the FIR. In the absence of a case registered in India, you know, as a veteran politician, there can be no headway.
Let us get this clear. CBI is conducting the investigation. Now, should not the JPC ask them, when are you going to register FIR? There is a process, there is a procedure. They have just come back 2 days ago. And they will be following what the due process of law is. And here we have a JPC, which was demanded by all political parties in the past, including the BJP. This time, not demanded by the BJP, because only if they demand it, I should agree. If they don't demand it, I should not have a JPC. So that 1 month later, they say, why did you not have a JPC? Let me finish. And then after that, they will tell the CBI that where is the FIR? The same JPC, the questions you're asking will be asked, and the questions they are asking on the floor of the House will be asked by the JPC. I don't see why the BJP should not participate in this and ask these same very questions to the CBI.
No. The question that I am asking you, Mr. Kamal Nath, is it not possible that the fact that you stalled for so long is now held against you, and that is why your real intentions in Armsgate are being seen as suspect? After all, what took the government 1 year to initiate even a preliminary inquiry into Armsgate? Had you initiated a preliminary inquiry into Armsgate when the report of a scam first surfaced, especially on Times Now, you would have been in a better position to nail the bribe giver in India, the bribe givers and the bribe takers in India.
The defense minister
you didn't do that.
The defense minister said he immediately wrote, the defense ministry immediately wrote to the Italian government and asked them for details. And they said, we have started an inquiry. We are not going to give you these details. Now, how do you start? In the meantime, it was referred. The moment this came about a month ago or wherever it was referred to the CBI by the defense ministry immediately. So, how much faster can you work without details? And it's only now, it's only about a month ago that the full details started emerging. Still, there are no records, there are no documents. And that is why the very reason for a JPC. Let the JPC look into why is this not happening. Is it that, do we need to make a greater diplomatic effort? Do we need to...
No, but why didn't you initiate an inquiry?
Pardon me?
Why didn't the government initiate an inquiry? As per the rules, the CBI Chapter 8.8.22 on complaints and source information states that action on reports appearing in the press and media clearly shows that the CBI can act on the basis of media reports.
Let's get one thing clear.
Media reports were there in February last year, in March last year. Why didn't you act?
The CBI cannot merely act on a press report. There has to be something more. And to get that something more, the defense ministry took it up with the Italian government. What more can you do? You cannot, just based on, if you make a statement that this has happened, if you make a statement so-and-so is the bribe taker, you want the CBI to go and arrest them? There has to be a process. And that process is taking place.
No, Mr. Minister, Arun Jaitley pointed out in Parliament today that the government did not even register an FIR. And actually, if looking at it legally, and I want your straight response to that, Italy or Interpol will not be able to assist us in procuring the documents or entertain any extradition requests or tougher action in the absence of a formal case being registered. So for the third time in the course of this interview, I'm asking you, Mr. Kamal Nath, why is a formal case not being registered? Why is an FIR not being registered?
I can only say what the Defence Minister said. There are certain ingredients required to register an FIR. Those ingredients were not there. Now with the CBI having come back and they having some ingredients, and if those ingredients are adequate, they are going to register an FIR if that's adequate. But this is really why we need a JPC, and this is why the BJP doesn't want to participate. So the whole point is...
No, but JPC on the basis of what? JPC, at a preliminary inquiry stage, the CBI cannot make searches, it cannot carry out arrests,
Why not?
It cannot send a letter rogatory,
Why not?
Only
This is what the
people.
JPC should...
There are severe limitations associated with the preliminary inquiry, Mr. Kamal Nath.
This is exactly what the JPC should ask the CBI. Why have you not registered an FIR?
Why do they have to be told?
Pardon me?
Why does the CBI have to be told? Why can't the CBI directly move to register an FIR and speed up a case of such national importance?
There must be some legal issue. I cannot answer what the CBI is doing, but I can say this, that exactly what they are asking on the floor of the House. Why shouldn't we have a JPC which asks this in an institutional manner? Why shouldn't it be done like that? Why should you oppose a JPC? I want to know that. When you have done everything to ask for a JPC on everything in the past, suddenly you want to run away from a JPC. Why?
Well, why not a CBI monitored inquiry? Let me get a couple of straight answers from you at the end of this chat, Mr. Kamal Nath. Don't dodge this. What is your position on a court-monitored investigation? Don't say that as a Parliamentary Affairs Minister you cannot decide it. That does not stop you as a Parliamentary Affairs Minister of the Government of India from having a view on it.
The Parliament
what is your view,
cannot
Mr. Kamal Nath, on a court-monitored investigation?
Let me answer that, and I think that's very basic knowledge. I really don't know why you even asked me this. Can Parliament of India or can government tell the CBI to monitor it? It is for the CBI. We never told them in the 2G case to monitor it. We never told them in the other investigation, but there's no process. The Supreme Court has to act on its own. The Parliament cannot tell them, cannot direct them, cannot tell them that you please monitor this. They take up cases and they monitor it.
No.
Now, we would welcome the Supreme Court monitoring it. But the Supreme Court has to do that suo moto. I can't force
I'm sure perhaps, I don't know if they will, but the Supreme Court repeatedly had pulled up the CBI and the 2G case for its slipshod investigations into the spectrum allocation scam. Now, isn't that a testament to the fact that had it not been for the monitoring of the Supreme Court, the whole probe would have been derailed? And that is why I'm asking you the question.
Maybe it is that, but how do we appoint the Supreme Court to monitor it? Please tell me a process by which I can do it. Can you tell me a process by which I can do it?
What is your position on it?
My position is, I said I welcome Supreme Court coming into it. I have said that. I welcome any inquiry, any monitoring. Now, if the Supreme Court wants to monitor it, I'm very happy. They should do it.
Mr. Kamal Nath, how much has this hurt the image of the government?
It's not hurt the image of the government at all. I think it's hurt the image of the BJP, who's run away. They've run away from JPC, which they would have been participants of, and they would have had the same numbers as us in Rajya Sabha, in the JPC, and every member in the JPC has an equal right, whether you are 10 or 1.
What if they don't participate in your JPC? What if they boycott this JPC?
I do not know if they boycott it. They boycott it.
Unfair tactics of Kamal Nath. We will not participate in the JPC.
I have kept their places vacant. I have not nominated anybody in their share.
Well, they have said we will not sit on those seats.
Well, if they don't sit, they don't sit. But when they want to stop a parliament session for not having a JPC, at that time, it's perfectly all right. Now, if I had not moved for a JPC, they would have moved for a JPC. And when I move for a JPC, they say we won't have a JPC. Now, how does one function?
Well, Kamal Nath, interesting talking to you. It's been massive political theatre in Parliament. Let's see where Armsgate goes. Thank you very much. Kamal Nath, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, speaking to me on the News Hour. Thank you.